And you know another thing, when you water your plants, what do plants do? They continue to reap fruits. They continue to reap fruits and reap fruits and reap fruits. But not if you pour gasoline on them. Not if you pour gasoline on them. Don't pour gasoline on your plants, guys. Pour gasoline on your plants. Your plants don't deserve that. Your tomato plant doesn't deserve that. You got a spaghetti to make, boo. What you look like pouring gasoline on your tomato plant? All right, moving on. And I know whatever comes out of this deck is going to resonate so deeply and so beautifully. It has a habit of doing that. Look at this beautiful deck. We're going to pull some cards from this Divine Feminine Oracle Guidebook. Spirit, what's coming out for us? What lesson do we need to learn? It's got a whole story in there, so I will be reading that. I will be reading that. What's coming out for us, y'all? Mirabai. What I tell y'all? The saint of true freedom. Love is what sets her free, and she is married to her own soul. She's not married to the soul of materialism. She's not married to the spirit of other people's expectations. What is she married to? Her own soul, her own fulfillment. Look at this lovely lady with her lovely, lovely aura. Aren't we loving it? Let's find her on the table of contents, shall we? Mirabai. Page 84. Let's see what she's got to say. This video is showing for people with short attention spans, eh? What's she talking about? The saint of true freedom. Love is what sets her free, and she is married to her own soul. Who is Mirabai? Mirabai embodies a love that lets us do what's right for our own lives, no matter what others might think. What did I say, y'all? Resonation. Resonation? Resonance. Mirabai, or Mira, is a Bhakti poet and mystic from Rajasthan, India. She was born a princess in the late 15th century, and she willingly married Bhoj Raj, the crown prince of Mewar, in 1516, but she considered Krishna to be her true husband. That's right. Legends say that her husband's family tried to kill her several times for defying the social customs and expectations of a wife. Word? But in each of those legends, Mirabai's love for Krishna would miraculously save her. She wears the Krishna Tilaka forehead marking as a sign of her devotion to him. Beautiful. Northern India in the 16th century was besieged by violent battles between Hindus and Muslims. Mirabai's husband, father, and father-in-law all died in a war with the Islamic army of Babur, the founder of the Mughal Empire. Mirabai refused to join her husband on his funeral pyre and again defied social and cultural expectations. She became the central poet saint of the Bhakti movement during this difficult period in Indian history. The Bhakti movement is a spiritual path focused on the cultivation of personal love for the divine. It's a devotional form of worship that believes anyone can have direct access to the divine regardless of sex, caste, or religion. Materialism to the side, baby. Get to the root of that shit. Get to the core. All of this is a distraction. Mirabai became the symbol of people suffering under the caste system and the persecution that ensued if anyone tried to defy social and political standing. It looks like I already read this and annotated a little bit. Mirabai's poems are lyrical padas, or love songs using metric verses, and they are so widely known and cherished because they relate on an ultimate freedom that Mirabai lived out in her love for Krishna. Let's put on a pada. What does that sound like? Let's get curious together, y'all. Let's get curious together. This is some funky music, though. We're going to have to change it up. We're going to have to change it up. Padas. Hindu padas. I hope that's the right way to... It's looking like I can't find anything for padas. How about on YouTube? Stick with me, y'all. Stick with me. But let's think about it, you guys. Let's think about it. Let's think about it. Reflect on the question, what holds you back from expressing your truth? As I turn on this music, what holds you back from expressing your truth? One thing for sure for me is what people are going to think of me and my possessions. Of course, I'm going out of it, but I'm human. I got to be honest. Sometimes it makes you afraid to ask for help. It can make you afraid to show up authentically because you're afraid that people will judge you. They'll think you're less than. They will, or even ego-based. You're afraid that it will destroy this image that you set for yourself, so strong, so stable. It's okay to have weak moments. It's okay to feel unstable sometimes. It's okay. It's okay. Let's see if we found something. Others with lyrics. I mean, what they talking about?
Thought about becoming a teacher now.
Not the ad. This is some real raw shit, y'all. I'm gonna do better with editing and things like that. But if you like it now, you sure as hell gonna like it later. All right, let's see. Let's see what they talk about as it loads. As it loads, let's continue to read. What does it mean when your soul selects this card? What does it mean when your soul selects Mirabai? ¿Qué significa? Often without even realizing it, we make choices based. Gosh, man, when I told you this was going to resonate, what did I say? Often, without even realizing it, we make choices based on external expectations, on how we think other people will perceive our actions. Mirabai is about doing what's right for you and no one else. Isn't that what I thought it was going to be? Back to Spotify it is. Back to Spotify it is, you guys. Thanks for being patient. I hope you have it on 2x speed. Back to scheduled programming. Mirabai is about doing what's right for you and no one else. Ultimately, only you can know what needs to be done or said. You have this one brief life, and are you going to spend it pouring gasoline on your only garden? No, you got a salad to make. Come on, Roku. Ultimately, only you can know what needs to be done or said. You have this one brief life, and every second of it matters. Mirabai is about standing up for what you know is right for you, even if others will judge you for it. This is the part that I underlined. The fear of being persecuted can convince us not to be true to who we really are. There's a love, though, that's far larger. There's a love, though, that's far larger than human constructs and cultural values. Money? Is it real? Status? Is it real? When you're alone in your room at night, when you close your eyes at nighttime, the only one there is you? Love isn't ethical. Love isn't bound by any idea of what's socially acceptable. Love is what sets us free from the expectations that bind us. Love, in whatever way it finds us, asks us to stay loyal to our own soul. Any outside force or person who asks us to betray our most intimate relationship with the divine isn't acting out of love. For Mirabai, her true husband wasn't the one she was married to. The love that made her brave, the love that inspired her every poem and action, was a divine love for Krishna. So the laws that bound her to the strict expectations of being a wife didn't actually apply to her. Because when you know yourself, you move accordingly. Love asks us to look at what really matters to us and at what we truly value. And love asks us to bravely defy expectations in order to be true to ourselves. Love wants us to marry our own soul. And the question you're supposed to reflect on, like I said earlier, is what holds you back from expressing your truth? What holds you back from expressing your truth? Write it down. Talk about it with a friend. Comment it down below, y'all. And your intention, once again, love is what sets you free. You are married to your own soul. Folks, that's all I got for y'all today. Go forth, water your garden with love, understanding, compassion, hope, compassion for yourself and love for yourself, and not for the gasoline of external expectations and the poisons of the material world. You get one life. Water your one and only garden so that you can continue to eat salads, delicious salads for the rest of your life. That's right. My name is Mama Milaan. If you want to, if you feel so inclined, I'm gonna put my socials in the description box below. I feel like such a real YouTuber saying that. I'm planning on being consistent. Tell me what y'all think. Tell me what y'all want to see next. If y'all have any questions, and I'll see y'all next time. Later.